Can we start? Sure. Hello. Good evening to everyone from the VisionGATE family. I am so excited about today's video because I'm sure, as all the aspirants know, that very soon our MS and MTech RA interviews are going to begin. So I think we're going to start with IIT Madras and IIT Bombay, followed by ISc and IIT Delhi and IIT Hyderabad, all starting from the 5th of May, and it's going to happen continuously one after another, spanning right up to the 16th of May. So this is a period where all students will be focused on preparing specifically for interviews. And I have a very exciting video for us today because we have three of our candidates from IIT Bombay, two of whom are currently in campus. So I am very excited to introduce you to Mohib, to Anand,
Hi.
hello, to and Nachiketa.
Hi.
So, hi guys, how are you feeling?
Yeah, we all are fine. I'm fine.
That's excellent. Can you introduce yourself, Mohib?
Yeah. Hi guys. My name is Mohib, and I am a second year MTech student at IIT Bombay. I am enrolled as a research assistant in a web team.
Okay. And this is for the computer science program, right?
Yeah, in computer science.
Sure. Thank you. Can Anand, can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, myself Anand Patel, doing MS by Research in CSC department at IIT Bombay. I am first year student.
Okay. Thank you. And how about Nachiketa?
Myself, Nachiketa Patil. I am first year MS students in C Minds department. I'm MSTA.
Okay. So we have three people all from different. You have one MS student for CS, one MS student in C Minds, and one MTech students from computer science. Before we go any further, I would like to say that all three of these students have been VisionGATE alumni, and they have very graciously accepted my request to talk about their MTech and MS interview experiences. So, generally, what happens is every year, we've created a culture in VisionGATE where the alumni culture is really strong. So what happens is each year students give exams, get really amazing ranks, and when they are ready to prep themselves for interviews, the students who just gave interviews the year before conduct sessions internally to sort of guide them through and help them through that process. But every year we do that only internally, and that actually helps VisionGATE students a lot. But this year we thought, why not let everyone benefit from this, right? So today's session is going to be particularly about how these students prepared for their MTech and MS interviews. How was their experience? What were the sort of topics and questions that were asked to them, and how did they crack it? And how are they now in all of these amazing programs? So without further ado, let's get to it. I would like to ask to Mohib,
Yeah.
if it's okay with you, maybe know what was your rank? So you gave GATE 2023, right, Mohib?
Yes. Yes. So I gave GATE in 2023, and I got All India rank 299.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Mohib, which were the different IITs that you got calls from for which programs, like MS, MTech, RA stuff?
Okay. So I filled all the top 7 IITs for my MTech TA course, as well as I have filled the form for the research type of role, which are 3 years courses. In these institutions, I filled a form in IIT Bombay. I filled for IISc, and I also filled form for IIT Delhi. And after that, yeah, for this institution, I filled the form, and finally I have focused my attention towards IIT Bombay MTech RA only, and apart from that, I haven't given any interview.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. IIT Bombay interview is the only one who gave, and
Yeah.
even though you filled forms for ISc and IIT Delhi, you directed your focus to IIT Bombay, and you
Yes.
cracked it too. That's amazing.
Thanks.
Same question, Nachiketa. Which IITs, or not just IITs, which are the different institutes that you got calls from?
Uh, I applied to almost all the old IITs and some new IITs. So I got called for written test calls from IIT Madras, IISc Bangalore, then IIT Jammu, IIT Bombay for MS RA, MTech RA, and for C Minds in MS.
Okay, okay. And from IIT Delhi and Madras, you got calls for which MS programs?
Yeah.
MS programs. Okay. And did you appear for multiple of these interviews?
Uh, the criteria was first you have to go there, clear a written exam, and when you are done with the exam, if you are shortlisted, then you are allowed to give interviews. So in some of the institutions, I cleared the written, and in some of the institutions, I did not. So in IIT Bombay, I was able to clear the written test, which was followed by interview.
Okay. So was it the case that in all the IITs, or in whichever test you gave, it was first you had a written round followed by an interview round? Was that the case?
Yes, correct.
I see. Okay. Anand, may I know your the calls that you got?
I got call from IIT Kharagpur,
Okay.
IIT Madras, IIT Bombay from C Minds and CSC.
Okay.
Yeah, and from ISC for CDS research.
Okay. If you don't mind, may I know what your rank was?
My rank was 1433 for CS and
Okay.
1588 for DA.
Oh,
GATE.
wonderful. Okay. So all of these calls were for were they for CA, CS, DA, or a mix of both?
Mix of both.
Mix of both. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So what I've now also what Nachiket told me about was that in almost all of these IITs there was a written test followed by an interview, right?
For IIT Kharagpur, it is for interview only round.
It is just an
And
interview. Okay.
yes, and in the other there are written test and interview.
Okay. So in almost all the cases you have both. IIT Kharagpur was the only exception in this case.
Yes.
Okay. So both you and Nachiketa are GATE CS 2024, and Mohib was the year before.
Yes.
Got it. That's very nice. So let's get straight to it. I would like to start with Mohib. So, what were the different types of questions that were asked you? Because you attended only one interview, so maybe you can talk about just the one that you attended. If you can give an overview of what type of questions, what topics. Yeah.
Okay. So, like in IIT Bombay, there are like two type of courses, MS and MTech, right?
Yeah.
Two type of research courses. So in MS course, there we have to give a written test, and in MTech RA, specifically not RAP.
Okay.
I'm talking about MTech RA. There we just have to go give a coding test, right? So these are the two things. And firstly, let's talk about the MS, MSTA or MSRA. In this test, we are having three streams: computing system. Then we have intelligence system and theoretical computing systems. So these are the three streams. So based on our choice, we can give test in any of the stream. And we during our time, we were told to attempt at least 8 questions in any of the streams. And the type of question was like, for example, I was very much interested in machine learning. So I applied for MS in machine learning. So there they were asking more about calculus, probability, and linear algebra. And so, yeah, you can even see the past year questions which IIT Bombay CSE department have uploaded. They have uploaded 2022 paper, 2023 paper. It is public, and you can go over there and you can see. Basically, they were more towards like what are increasing functions, what are decreasing functions, whether this function is increasing or decreasing, and and solving the ML algorithm by hands, optimizing some of the equations and etc. etc. So these were there. When we talk about the coding rounds of MTech RA, in the coding
Sorry, just
rounds,
to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
yeah,
What you just spoke about were the three different fields within the MS, or
yeah, it
within
was
MS? Yeah,
within.
there are three pools, and you choose a pool, and then each pool paper has 8 questions. Is that what you're saying?
We have to attempt minimum 8 questions.
Out of?
Out of, I guess,
It was 12. We
12.
have to 12 exams. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you have to attempt a minimum of 8 out of 12 to even be
yes,
considered. Okay.
yeah. So, if possible, Nachiketa can present a screen and display the CSE website over there. We can go over some of the links.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be nice.
so this is a CSE website. Over here, you can go in admissions page. In admission page, postgraduate. Yeah, can you scroll down? If you will scroll down, then MS by research.
Okay, yeah.
Just just above. Can you scroll up just a little more? Yes, the second link. Yes. So over
Okay.
here, can you scroll down? More. Yes. Here you can see the 2023 programming test questions.
I see.
Nachiketa, can you scroll a bit up? Yes. Yes, 2023 programming test. Can you open this in a new tab? Yeah. So these are the these are the some of the lists of the questions which are there. These were the programming test. And can you just go back like
So
previous
the
tab?
programming could be for MTech, right?
Yeah, but this is a process. Like, for example, MS people sometimes have to also give the coding test. For example, if professor wants students to be assessed based on their skills as well, coding skills as well, they will ask student to give the coding test. So
Okay,
their coding questions will be same as MTech RA coding test.
got it.
Yeah.
So it is
So
also professor
yeah.
specific.
Nachiketa, you can see the question paper. Yeah, can this one 2023 or yes. So this is the questions the MS people have to attempt.
Okay, it is okay.
So this PDF comprises of all the sections: theoretical computing system, ML, and and computing systems.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And how did you go about preparing for this interview?
Yeah. So basically, the thing is, I revised my GATE syllabus as well as I have also practiced the calculus and everything, mathematical questions. And but my major focus was on MTech RA in a web team. So I practiced questions on lead code, easy type of questions, and that's what I did majorly.
Okay.
And yeah, if you are comfortable in solving the easy questions of lead code and somewhat medium, then you can definitely crack the questions which are coming in MTech RA coding test.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. And was there, so is what help did you think how do you think VisionGate helped you in this whole interview process?
So yes, definitely. So previously in our batch there was Ashish Agrawal. Like VisionGate is ran mostly is helped mostly by the alumni, right?
Yeah.
So we do really get help from our senior batch. So Ashish Agrawal was there and Pranav was there. I asked them that, oh, what should I do? How should I do it? And because I think this MS program, this MTech RA program, were not much trending during my times because this were introduced newly. MS was introduced newly. It was just 1 year or 2 years in IIT Bombay. So I was very much confused at whether to pursue this or not. So at that point of time, I was like, there should be somebody should guide me. So I definitely gone to the VisionGATE, like the senior people. I called you as well, Arushi.
Yeah, I remember.
Like can you connect to me with some of the your classmates, so you help me by connecting with your classmates who were doing RA. So I talked to them, and they told like you should practice this, and I practiced all of that thing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I just gave my preparation well. After that, I think it was a luck played a role. I got a good interview panel in my during my interview. They
Mm-hmm.
were very friendly, and that's how I got uh, like selected.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many panelists were there? Was there just the one or more?
Yeah. So like during the interview, for example, in a web team, there were three panel. So there were three panels, but I was given to told to give interview to one of the panel, and that's what everybody has to do, have been told.
Okay.
So I gave interview to the panel. In that there were like three panelists. There were one there which is headed by a professor, and so yeah, they ask questions about the how the websites are built, and what are the Git and what are the Linux commands and etc. So these were some of the uh, some idea about the panel.
Wonderful. Really nice. And how long did the interview last, roughly?
Yeah. So interview lasted almost like I guess 35 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on an average, that is what I would have expected, right? Somewhere between 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah. So my
Right.
interview was taken by Parag sir. Yeah, he was from computer graphics.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
took my interview.
I remember. That's nice. Thank you so much, Mohib. Uh,
Welcome.
we can go next. We can, Nachiketa, can you tell me a little bit about your experiences?
Yeah, for CMINds, first we had an online written exam.
Okay.
So they shortlisted some candidates based on that exam, and the shortlisted candidates received an email about their interview schedule.
I'm
So
sorry
my
to interrupt, Nachiketa.
yeah,
For the people that are not aware of it, can you tell just a little bit about CMind, just a line or two, and then you can continue?
okay. CMINds is a Center for Machine Intelligence and Data Science. It is a new department in IIT Bombay, which focuses on AI and ML. And the good thing about this department is it has more professors than any other department in IIT Bombay. Like any professor who is working related to AIML is associated with CMINds, and CMINds even have some visiting faculties also. So like we have lots of faculties. We have some good collaborations. So this department really focuses on moving towards the emerging AI. Like uh, tries to contribute towards AI.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt you. Please continue.
So yeah, in CMINds, first you have to give an online written exam. If you are shortlisted in that exam, you get called for an interview. I got called for an interview, but I was not able to give interview because I was traveling to one of the IITs for the other interview. I was traveling to IIT Kharagpur. So, but still, they were very considerate. I requested them, please allow me to, please reschedule my interview. They allowed me to, they give me interview again. And then my interview lasted for, I think, 45 minutes. And interview was really nice. They went into depth of basic concepts of DSA, then they switched to probability, some questions about linear algebra, and then some basic information about machine learning. They were just trying to check whether I knew the basics of everything or not.
That's
So it was
wonderful.
a really nice experience.
That's very nice. So basically, what you're saying is that the interviews were also really friendly in the sense that they were just gauging whether you have a basic, decent, all-round understanding of all the things you would need for a machine learning course.
Correct.
That's very nice. And were they giving you, if there were places where you were getting stuck, were they giving you hints and sort of nudging you into the right direction, or were you able to answer everything comfortably?
Uh, no, they were giving me hints whenever I was stuck. Professor literally told me take a pen and paper, write this, and see if it's correct or not. So professor was really helpful.
That's wonderful. I think that's really helpful for a candidate that's already probably a little scared to sit in front of very distinguished professors. That's wonderful. I'm glad you had that experience. So that was your C-Minds experience. Did you were you also able to attend some of the other interviews?
Yes, I visited IIT Kharagpur also.
Okay.
Their interview experience was a little difficult because professors tried to go into details of like maybe they asked me about graphs. They went into details of machine learning, like some specific concepts uh, like optimizers and stuff.
Okay.
So that interview was little difficult, but still it was a good experience.
Okay. So even though the interviews themselves must have been nice, the you felt that the level of difficulty in terms of questions was more over there.
Yes, because that interview was for MTech position,
Okay, I see.
MTech in AI.
MTech in AI. Okay, and that's why the expectation was as such. Okay. Did you attend any other interview as well?
I gave some of the written exams.
Okay. So IIT Bombay, for instance, have made it public. The question papers that they pose each year. Uh, is it the same for every other IIT as well, or how is it?
For IIT Kharagpur, it was the first time they were taking interviews, so no information was available.
Yeah.
For IIT Madras, we just search around on the internet, like whatever people write on different forums, we prepared from there.
Okay, but the information wasn't public from the college itself. Okay, got it. And did you attend any other, like any any others, or just this?
Just this because it was too much traveling from here to there, so I could not attend
I,
everything.
I actually figured, that giving multiple interviews, I guess the plus point is that you get to travel to all of these cities. The minus point is that you don't really get to enjoy them because you have to be there for a day and then a day later you have an interview in a radically different city, right?
Yeah, because I remember IIT BHU just called us for document verification. No interview, nothing, just for document verification.
Which IIT was that? I'm sorry.
IIT BHU.
IIT BHU. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, okay. Thank you, Nachiketa. Thank you. If we can move to Anand, can you tell me a little bit about your experiences, Anand?
So after GATE result declared, then seniors have suggested us to what resources we should follow. Then they have shared us the Gilbert's rank linear algebra playlist, John Sickley's probability playlist, and they have shared and they said that revise the DSA of RSV sir. Then I prepared well for the linear algebra and also for the probability I have watched till I think till 15 videos. Then yes, and after that, on the basis of that preparation, I go to the Kharagpur. In that, I revise the linear algebra, but they go in depth of calculus. Because of that, the interview was not gone well. But after that, I have to move to the IIT Madras. Then there also, I have given the written test. I have qualified there, and after that, I have appeared for the interview in two pools: the theoretical pool and the intelligent pool. The theoretical pool was in the morning, but it was not gone well. But in the evening, in intelligence system pool, they have given two option to choose.
Um,
Uh, I think there is a network problem from Anand's side.
okay. That's okay. We can continue with him after he has better network coverage. By the time, Mohib, can you tell me how long after the interview did you get the success call?
So, you just give me a minute.
Sure. By the time, Nachiketa, if you can you let me know how long after the interview did they tell you that you've gotten the admission? Nachiketa? Hello?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Yeah. So, like Anand, he lost his connection and he wants to join a call, so he'll be joining with me.
Oh, I'm more than happy to have you.
Can you take a chair? He just lives in next room.
That's wonderful. That's good for us.
So, you were asking me, how long did it take? So, yes, I gave in my the written test at 8th of May. Then after a week, I got a call for an interview. So I gave an interview, and in first round of COAP, I got a shortlist. So so it was by the end of May, I got selected. So yes, we have Anand in the same frame with us.
Hi, Anand. Sorry that you got interrupted by the internet. Can we continue with what you were saying? I think you were telling me that you qualified IIT Madras written test, and then you went there for the interview, and then the theoretical one didn't go that well. Yeah. Can you continue?
So in evening, I have an interview for the IS panel. For that, they have given me the option to choose the whichever subject I can choose. There also I have chosen the linear algebra, and they go with that. And the interview was going very well. I was satisfied with the interview. And after that, I moved to the Mumbai. And on maybe on 10 or 11, we have the written test and the interview. In Mumbai, I have chosen for the IS stream also. There I have given the written test. I qualified also there. And after that, I have the interview for the MTech RAP project under Ganesh sir, which is Bharajan, and also the interview for the IS pool.
Okay.
So in the IS pool, they started with the basic questions like from which college and how was your rank in that college. And that after that, they have moved to the maybe I think they have opened my SOP during my interview process, so that whatever thing I mentioned in the SOP, whatever interest they ask question in that direction. Like I mentioned, the related to the vision, graphics, and image processing. So the panelists were also the Ajit Rajwade sir and Suresh Awadti sir, which are working also in the vision domain. So they ask question in that direction, vision related, and also they have some asked questions related to the DSC, some basics like sorting techniques. And then they asked me, did you know something about machine learning basics? Then I said yes. Then they asked which concepts in you are comfortable. Then I tell them the gradient descent. Like, then they ask what a gradient descent, and like that, I answered some questions. For some questions, I did not answer. The interview also here goes well, and after that, I call from the IMS.
That's wonderful. So did you also get calls? Like, did you also get admits from any other IITs, or did you?
Actually, after getting IIT Bombay call, I get from the IIT Madras from the theoretical pool, but I have not accepted.
Okay, and that is the pool that you thought didn't go well, and you actually got an admit from there?
Actually, the theoretical pool was not gone well. The IS pool was.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your SOP. So do all MS programs from all IITs expect an SOP?
Yes.
And so how do you suggest someone write a good SOP? Did you get any help from VisionGate seniors as to how you should frame your SOP, or
Yes, I actually read some SOPs of Mohib and also some seniors.
okay,
And from that, I understood that in which you have experience and you have some
confidence?
interest.
Yeah,
Yes, you should mention that. And
okay,
also in which professor under you are wanting to work and in
okay,
which domain, you should also mention that in the SOP.
okay, 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 got it. So then, that also helps a little bit, right? Knowing how to frame
Yes.
your SOP well. So
So
in these,
here, I would like to add one point. The
Mhm.
students should also understand that why IITs provide MS and why they provide MTech RA. So why MTech RA is not like MS, but they,
Exactly.
yeah, MTech RA is exactly for 3 years, but MS is from 1.5 to 3 years. But why is it so? They should understand. I would like to add a point here, like for example, if there is a professor who had done really great research, and if he or she wants to deliver this research to the community, so he wants to build some computing system, some app or some website or some ML model, right? So this professor will need some of the manpower, like coding and building a website and etc. So what they do is they hire MTech RAP or MTech RA students, so that this student can work on building this all projects, and their research can be served to the community. So this is a basic idea behind MTech RA or RAP. Whereas in MS, if professor wants the student should do hardcore research with him, right? Publish a paper and assist with some of the research work. So the professor go ahead and select the MS RAP student. So that's the basic difference. So in MTech RA or RAP, people mostly do the engineering kind of stuffs, but in MS they are whole and soul focused mostly on the research part. So that's the basic thing which is there behind MTech and MS.
Exactly. Thank you for stating that difference. And on that note, I would like to ask, so for an MS program, publishing a paper is sort of a necessity for you to get the degree, right? I mean, that's the assumption. I'm not sure, but I would maybe, Anand, maybe you can enlighten us.
Uh,
Like, if you've taken an MS program, is it absolutely necessary that you should publish at least one paper?
Actually, it is not necessary, but here professors are expecting to publish paper from you.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So it is an expectation. But in
Yes.
most cases, in an MTech RA position, it won't necessarily be the case, right? That they're expecting a paper, but in an MS, they might.
Yes.
Okay. Um, thank you. And so, yeah, you told me you got it in the first round as well. And Nachiketa, do we still have you?
Yes.
How long after your interview did you get the results?
Same as because C-Minds also sends the offers with COAP rounds only. So
Okay.
I got offer in second COAP round.
Okay. That's wonderful. Um, and finally, after you got the results, so in the duration between after you got the result and before you joined the college, you must have had about a month, right? All of you, about a month and a half.
Yes.
So what did you do to prepare yourself better before you started your term?
Okay, so I would like to add here. So during this month, there was almost 1 and 1.5 a gap, like about 30 to 45 days. So basically, my most of the time was in confusion that whether I should join MTech TA in some of the institution like IIT Kanpur or Kharagpur, because I was definitely eligible for that, or go for 3 years MTech RA in IIT Bombay. So my most of my time was in that confusion. But also I have also prepared for IIT Bombay, because we have to also gear up for the academic curve that we experience over here. which is drastically very huge. Like I prepared myself like what is multi-threading. I used to build some of the C++ code which is multi-threaded, and all of that stuff I used to do. But yeah, most of my time was spent in confusion. By the time I got admission offer letter from IIT Bombay, at that point of time as well, I was in very confused state, like whether it's to spend one more year or to just get a degree and go for the placements. But I finally opted for this 3 years MTech RA with your guidance, actually, Aarushi. And you definitely said me like, don't think of losing a chance to get into IIT Bombay, just take it. So after that, it gave me a lot of motivation, and after that, I accepted. And so yeah, so I accepted the offer letter, and I was very much relaxed.
That's wonderful. As long as you're happy with the decision, Mohib, I am happy with the way that I guided you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely very much happy. It is not just about the decision. It was about finding what I truly like. Because people were just saying like, you should do your degree as soon as possible, and you should jump into the industry. But I was like, I need a good placement, but I need something more than a placement.
Yeah.
But I was not knowing that what do I actually need. But later I found like I do like to learn, I do like to understand the things, and with that intention in my mind that in IIT Bombay I will get one place where I can learn anything at any level. The professor here are good. I can explore intelligence system. I can explore the operating systems. So yeah, that's the thing. I kept learning over earning. So
I think that's a really great way to put it, Mohib. Yeah.
yeah. So I truly find that what I truly love.
That's wonderful. Anand, quickly, can you tell me how did you spend the month and a half after you knew that you got admission into IIT Bombay? What did you do to prepare yourself better? Or did you enjoy?
Actually, I spent time in coding.
Okay.
Just coding. Not
That's great, and I'm sure you will be thankful to yourself in a few months
yes.
for having done that. That's wonderful. That's great. Nachiketa, can you tell me how you spent your?
Yeah, I started revising basic functions of ML, like basic coding. Then I revised probability and linear algebra.
Okay, I see. Nice. So it was really wonderful talking to all three of you. First of all, I would like to just tell the audience that all of these people have pulled all-nighters last night because they were busy doing a lot of things related to their academics. But because they had committed to me that they will come live today at 4 for all of you, they stuck to that commitment and they're here and they've barely had any sleep. Thank you so much for taking out the time from, I'm sure, what are very busy schedules. I would have also liked to talk a little bit about the campus life, but I think we should save some of it for future videos. But maybe if you could give us a little bit of insight, like maybe a line or two about how you enjoy the campus life, and then we can conclude.
Okay. So firstly, there is no need to thank Aarushi for us for like we are like family, and we'll be there with VisionGATE and students as long as like VisionGATE is like, we will be anytime available for everything the VisionGATE wants or VisionGATE students want. And because in VisionGATE we have learned a lot, and RSV sir owe us a lot, right? So for that reason, coming to your question about the campus life, yeah, campus life is really good. But I'm great fan of learning. Like with that reason, IIT Bombay gives us a whole bunch of learning tools and techniques and everything in place. Whatever you want to learn, how much you want to learn, you can learn anything over here, from Linux engineering, kernel engineering to building AI ML model from scratch. So that is fabulous life of learning in IIT Bombay. And there is a different life as well about the extracurricular. For example, yesterday only, one of my friend from Institute of Design, School of Design here in IIT Bombay, met me and he said, "We have the exhibition here. So would you like to join us?" So randomly, I gone to their department yesterday. He showed me what he had designed over here, and all of the institution people were exhibiting their all projects. So it was very fantabulous to see. I met lots of artists over there, and I got to know that what kind of mindset they have, how they interact. Artists are very different from us, the engineers. We are very much rigid. We speak in terms of logics, ones and zeros, but they are very soft spoken and they were inviting an idea. They were very much inviting. So that's a very fantabulous part about the campus life in IIT Bombay, that we get to know a lot of people from various background and experience it. So yes, that was from my side. I would like to ask Anand. Anand is very much study focused, so let's hear from
So
him.
Anand doesn't indulge in all of the social life, social happenings at IIT Bombay.
Um,
Come on, we have the biggest fest. Like we have Modai, we have we have PG night. There are literally so many different things. Look, dude, I was from the COVID batch. I couldn't enjoy most of what you guys are. So make the most of it. And while it is extremely important to focus on academics and to build yourself up, I think this is the last. Very few of them are going to pursue anything after this. Most people are going to go to work after their 2 years or 3 years or whatever. So the little bit of time that you have at IIT Bombay, it's not that you have to be a part of every social interaction, but you should not miss out on these opportunities, because once your work life starts, you will seldom get opportunities to celebrate the way that you are able to now. So study very well, but also make most of the other things that the campus has to offer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nachiket, how you are enjoying?
The campus is really good. So during the month of December, I stayed back. The two main fests, Tech Connect and Mood Indigo, happens in those months. So Tech Connect was really good, and Mood Indigo, no need to explain. It's the Asia's largest fest.
Yeah.
So campus offers like whatever you need. And one more important thing I would like to say is in IIT Bombay, every week there are lots of seminars where professors, researchers from all over the world, they come, they present their research work to you. So this is something which you may not find outside, or some of the content is not over on YouTube or any live platform. They come to you, you can ask doubts to them, you can directly connect to them. So this is one of the things. Our program professor in charge encourages us to attend as many as seminars as you can. So this is one of the nice experience which we get here.
Thank you, Nachiketa. Thank you, Mohib and Anand. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm sure that a lot of people will benefit from this session. Thank you so much. And for our viewers, please show us some love, because a lot of such content is going to be put out through our channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.